3-0 team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. 7 yards there and a first down. The Lions in 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a handoff to Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
19-18. Unlock line. Unlock line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to 60. Mustang 19. 19 light.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 73 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
First throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
111 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Here we go.
Now Smith. Touchdown! DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Lions nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14-7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now in his 4th year, you still have to marvel at the type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down, and as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career high 12 touchdowns last season, and a first down with that catch there.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. To about the 26 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Smith on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. 4th. Smith. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hot 70, hot 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 164 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Check contact.
A give for Walker running right. And some room to roam now. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
19-5.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. They're going to look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Here we go.
Now Smith. Going right back to Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 28, Lions 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hurts. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, set. Cowboy 80.
Smith going to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 41 yards. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, here comes Swift. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Hardman on the return. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.